Well, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm Rose, and I'm the owner and director of the LifeForce Yoga Healing Institute. And please do me a favor, subscribe, like and subscribe. Like our videos, comment, share your experience with the practice, but also subscribe to get notifications and updates of all of our videos. So I was inspired yesterday to read a post, and the doctor in the video was Dr. Munshi from, hopefully I'm saying his name right, from the UK, and J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She shared that this practice, breathing practice that he showed, was really helpful. So essentially, the breathing practice he's showing is taking deep breaths in and out, and he adds a breath retention between the breaths. And then at the end, there's a cough, a deep exhalation, which is then followed by lying prone, so on the abdomen, and inviting the breath to move into the back of the body. So I saw this video and I thought, well, this just, Bellows' breath might actually be a better breath than how he's breathing in the video, which is through his mouth, which is not recommended to breathe through your mouth. And he's just talking about accessing the full lung capacity. So we'll use Bellows breath as we practice it in LifeForce Yoga, which is about it's an adaptive breathing practice. If you were to YouTube it, you'd see a little more intense practice. So adaptive, using the arms, followed by a breath retention, which is part of our practice. And then I will show you how to do back breathing as taught to me by Rama Jyoti Vernon. 60% of your lung tissue is in the back of your body, yet most of us focus on a breath that is in the front of the body and also up here. Some research says that the only people that access their full lung capacity are athletes in the throes of an athletic endeavor, meaning you're not taking your fullest breath and you're not exhaling to your fullest capacity. We know that emphysema is the inability to exhale all of the breath. And so things get caught in the lungs, which causes disease and the inability to take deep breaths. Now, the research on lung capacity and breath capacity, lung capacity does not change unless you are missing parts of your lungs or you have a disease and that actually occludes part of your lungs, like emphysema, meaning there's something inside the lungs. But accessing your lung capacity, to my knowledge, there has been no research done with whether or not yogis are accessing their full lung capacity. I believe that we are, but again, that's just my belief. So, Bellows breath. You want to make sure that your spine is nice and long, and you always want to do this breath seated because it is a powerful breathing practice. The fists come into position right in front of the shoulders, the elbows hug in tight. As we inhale, we reach up and spread the fingers wide, and as we exhale, we pull the arms down next to the side, really forcefully pushing the breath out. This is more of a forceful breath, so it's a strong breath in and a strong breath out. We do it at about 1 breath per second so that it doesn't overstimulate our nervous systems. So bring the fist into position right in front of the shoulders. If you can't reach up, then you're reaching forward and pulling back, or you're simply opening the hands and closing the hands with the breath. All the breath is in and out through the nose. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and begin. Soften your eyes. Big breath in. Big breath out. And 3, 2, 1. And inhale up. Retain the breath for a moment. And we're going to be exhaling by blowing the breath out through the mouth 3 times. Powerful exhalations. Blow it all out. Squeeze navel towards the spine. Keep the breath out. Keep retaining. Walk yourself upright. Turn the palms to face open. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Feel your left hand and your left fingertips. Feel your right hand and your right fingertips. Take the thumbs into the palms of the hands. Turn the knuckles to face down. Take a deep breath in. And again, let it go. This time, inhale to 2/3 capacity and retain the breath. Allow yourself to be that container of breath. Feel the chest expanded with breath as you retain. And then listening to your body when you need to, slowly release the breath. Turn the palms to face open. Allow the breath to move naturally. Noticing, again, the breath in the chest and the lungs. It might be still because we just did some rapid breathing. Or you might be experiencing a longer, more luxurious, expansive breath. So we're going to take this now into our back breathing. So I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see. Back breathing can be done a number of ways. I'm going to do it seated for you. So we'll take the hands forward onto the knees. And I'm going to focus my awareness and my breath here in the back of the body. So the back of the heart. I like to call this heart breathing as well. Remember, 60% of your lung tissue is back here. How often are you accessing 60% of your lung tissue? Or even 100% of your lung tissue? So on the exhale, draw the navel in and lengthen the spine up. As you inhale, focus the breath into the back of the body, like so. So I'm imagining the back of my heart expanding as my shoulder blades open. The upper back is rounding. Inhaling. And then on the exhale, again, I'm sitting up long and tall. Inhale, expanding across the horizon of the back. And exhale, draw the navel in to lengthen and lift. Keep going. Inhale, expand. Think about the breath expanding from elbow to elbow. So it looks like the head is moving up and down, but really it's the chest. It's the rib cage. I've added a slight constriction at the throat, the ujjayi sound, which helps to control the breath a little more. The more you do this, the more your back will actually start to round. So think about expanding breath into the back of the body. Keep those shoulders relaxing. Now, if you're worried about, oh, I don't think I'm doing this right, I don't know, that's fine. In the beginning, we often round the back and then inhale the breath back there, which is allowed. This is perhaps, I think, the best breathing practice and perhaps the most exquisite breathing practice there is. It certainly changed my life, but it's taken me years to really find that ease and comfort with the practice. Keep drawing the navel in as you lift up, so we're not moving into this position where we're whipping the rib cage back and forth. It's not a cat-cow, it's a back breathing. Now, if you have the ability, it may support you to bring your hands to the back of your body. With the hands on the back of the body, and I've got my hands right about at the base of the rib cage where my kidneys are riding the breath. The kidneys are riding the breath here. And I'm expanding into my hands every time I inhale. So I'll turn even more so you can see that action. So hands are here, spine is straight, inhaling. See the hands start to move away from each other, and then exhaling. The hands come closer. Keep breathing. Another way to do this practice is a simple table position. So my hands are under my shoulders, my knees are under my hips. Again, I'm inhaling. And then exhaling, and I'm straightening the spine. Again, not a cat-cow, straightening the spine. Inhaling. And exhaling. Now let's try 6 more of these breaths. By bringing navel towards the spine as you extend and lengthen, you are assuring that you're squeezing out all of the breath. Last 3 breaths. One more. And then when you complete, just allow yourself to rest. Start to notice how your breath feels in the rib cage now. where you feel the most movement of breath, the front of the body, the back of the body. Feel that expansive quality. Back breathing you can practice anytime, anywhere, as often as you'd like. It's a beautiful practice. You may feel yourself generating a lot of heat with the practice. You may feel yourself generating a lot of energy or a lot of peacefulness. Bellows breath as a practice is best done in the morning, as it tends to energize. It's a really good practice for depression, lack of motivation, etc. As a practice together, really practice in the morning first so you kind of get a sense of what's going to happen with your energy, because we don't want to be affecting the sleep in a bad way, a negative way, keeping you from sleeping at night. You could simply do 5 breaths in bellows breath. And then inhale, and then hold here for a moment, and then that might be enough for you and enough for your practice. You can do longer. Typically in LifeForce Yoga, we do about 20 to 25 breaths in a round of bellows breath or bhastrika. So I hope you found that informative. If J.K. Rowling is believed, and I believe Governor Cuomo is doing it as well now, and Dr. Munchie in the UK, in the hospital in the UK, this is the practice. This is the practice. This is the practice. This is the yoga practice based on his description. Again, all breath is in and out through the nose. If you see his video, he's breathing through his mouth. Definitely not recommended to breathe through your mouth, as it overstimulates the stress response in the brain. It kind of sends emergency signals to the brain, and we don't need to be overstimulating the sympathetic nervous system. We need to be calming and soothing that part of the nervous system. So, thank you for joining me. I will see you next time.